Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Things That We Fear. My name is William Schmidt, and join me today as we talk about Filipino urban legends. Number 1. The Aswang. The wide variety of descriptions in the Aswang stories makes it difficult to settle upon a fixed definition of Aswang appearances or activities. However, several common themes that differentiate Aswang from other mythological creatures do emerge. Aswang are typically described as shapeshifters. Stories recount Aswang living as regular townspeople that are quiet, shy, and elusive. At night, however, they transform into creatures such as a bat, a bird, usually a crow, a wild boar, a black cat, or most often a big black dog. They love to eat unborn fetuses and small children, favoring livers and hearts. Some have long proboscis, which they use to suck the children out of their mother's wombs when they are sleeping in their homes. Some are so thin that they can hide themselves behind a bamboo post. They are fast and silent. Some also make noises like the tick-tick, which are louder the farther away the Aswang is, to confuse the potential victim. And the bubu, an aggressive kind of Aswang, makes the sound of a laying hen at midnight. They may also replace their victims or stolen cadavers with doppelgangers made from tree trunks or other plant materials. This facsimile will return to the victim's home only to become extremely sick and then die. An Aswang will also have bloodshot eyes, the result of staying up all night searching for houses where wakes are being held in order to steal the bodies. Number 2. The Manananggal. The Manananggal is described as scary, often hideous, usually depicted as female and always capable of severing its upper torso and sprouting huge bat-like wings to fly into the night in search of victims. The word Manananggal comes from the Tagalog word tanggal, which means to remove or to separate. In this case, it literally translates as the one who separates itself. The Manananggal is said to favor preying on sleeping pregnant women, using an elongated proboscis-like tongue to suck the hearts of fetuses or the blood of someone who is sleeping. The severed lower torso is standing and is the more vulnerable of the two halves. Sprinkling salt, smearing crushed garlic, or ash on top of the standing torso is fatal to the creature. The upper torso would then not be able to rejoin itself and would perish by sunrise. Number 3. The Tiyanak. The Tiyanak, also Tiyanak or Tiyanak, is a vampire creature in Philippine mythology that takes on the form of a toddler or a baby. Although there are many various forms or types, it typically takes the form of a newborn baby and cries in the jungle to attract unwary travelers. Once it is picked up by an unfortunate passerby, it reverts to its true form and attacks the victim. The Tiyanak is also depicted to take malevolent delight in leading travelers astray or in abducting children. While various legends have slightly different versions of the Tiyanak folklore, the stories all agree on its ability to mimic an infant, with its ability to imitate an infant's cries for luring victims. In some legends, the Tiyanak may take the form of a specific child. In one version, it retains the general shape of a baby, but then forms sharp claws and fangs to attack its victims. In another story, it shares certain similarities with dwarves and is similarly associated with the earth. In this version, the true form of the Tiyanak is that of an old man with wrinkled skin, a long beard, and a mustache. The same story says that a Tiyanak is relatively immobile because one leg is shorter than the other. This deformity causes it to move by leaping and or crawling rather than walking, making it difficult to hunt or stalk victims. but its ability to mimic an infant's cry compensates for its disadvantage. The White Lady of Bellet Drive. Bellet Drive is a 2-lane undivided street and main thoroughfare in New Manila District in Quezon City, Metro Manila, Philippines. The road is noted for a number of ballot trees that formerly lined it, and urban legends of a white lady ghost. It is said that it is the ghost of a long-haired woman in a white dress, who, according to legend, died in a car accident while driving along Ballot Drive. Most stories about her were told by taxi drivers doing the graveyard shift, such as one where a taxi crosses Ballot Drive and a very beautiful woman asks him for a ride. The cabbie accepts, and then while driving looks behind and sees the woman's face is full of blood and bruises, causing him to abandon his taxi in terror. In other instances, it is said that when solitary people drive on the street in the early morning, they briefly see the face of a white-clad woman in the rearview mirror before she quickly disappears. Some accidents on this road are blamed on apparitions of the White Lady. Number 5. The Headless Nun. The town of San Juan La Union has a number of ghost legends, including a headless nun. Legend states that the nun was killed and beheaded by the Japanese during their occupation in World War II, and her convent was burned down. If someone passes the ruins of the convent on a full moon at midnight, an eerie bell tolls, signaling the approach of the nun from behind. Well, that's all we have for today's episode. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more. I should post a new episode about once a week. If you have an idea on something you would like to see in the future, post it in the comments below. And while you're down there, let us know. What do you fear?